This is my May 2020 trip to Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and Miami and the Florida Keys. I landed at night in Fort Lauderdale. My husband enjoys a good cup of coffee. Went to get some seafood the next day for Sunday lunch. Found some excellent seafood in Fort Lauderdale. Coconut shrimp the way it's supposed to be done, and some key lime pie. Nice classic dishes. There's a nice little restaurant in downtown Fort Lauderdale also for evening dinner and or late afternoon dinner. Had the nice style of Casablanca. I hope they preserve that architecture there. Tried to layer the beach waves going back in the photographs. I found a nice cabana. And then walk on the beach in the evening. A lot of conservation and preserving of the turtle nests in the morning. You can see the waves of the limbs or the arms of the sea turtle as she had built her nest. So they had them all marked off. And then in the Florida Keys, there is a grassroots organization called REEF that tries to preserve, and they're trying to make sure that an invasive species, the lionfish, is getting maintained, or not maintained, but managed. So I took my little pamphlet and I got a nice little pocket here. A couple of the gals that are volunteers, really a lot of encouragement to my daughter as far as science and biology and art. And they also work at the Key Largo Chocolates ice cream store, which was fantastic. I would say they have the #1 key lime pie. It's frozen on a stick and it is delicious. I have a picture of that right there. And then she made homemade chocolates, just chocolates made with love. Wonderful. And I have a little pocket full of pictures there. And some photos there to see. Saved my little wrapper. Then we drove further down and saw the fishing boats. And a lot of effort of locals to try to have little bird sanctuaries, and with the COVID epidemic, it's been a bit of a challenge, but they have a heart to do what they do. And we discovered the town of Islamorada. They have the giant lobster, which is funny to take family pictures. And then I love a little tourist trap around there. Nice little collection of stores and things. There's a nice family portrait. I took some price tags and took some photos of things available in the store that I wanted to get. Thought about for later, like the placemats and the dishware. And they have a museum dedicated to deep sea diving. And that flap opens up. Talks about the history of exciting. And I have some books that open up. Let's see, there's a handout and this little book with paper. The helmet collection, kind of fun to see. And then back to Fort Lauderdale, and we went snorkeling. Nice little pocket for my other family pictures. And then downtown Miami, and they have the yachts that come into port. And of course, we had to get the local fare, which is Little Havana and the Versailles Cuban restaurant. Amazing Cubano. Just fabulous. So these photos are done at 10 by 10, and I just take a picture and reproduce them at 4 by 4, just to pop them in my little album. And then the Flamingo Gardens, kind of outside, right outside of the Fort Lauderdale airport. We had a little layover, and with flights being the way they are, our plane didn't leave till much later, so we spent more time at the gardens. They had fun little animals kind of peeking around, so I took a picture of the duck or the goose. They have alligators too, and they have a black panther. This is one of those local conservationists that have an estate. I'm hoping someone can preserve in the future. And that opens up too. They have a nice peacock collection. You can see the peacocks on the railing. Oops, keep the page open. And then that flap kind of sticks right there and opens up. And there you go.